Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. No importa la hora que sea, siempre es un gran momento para aprender español con Profesor Pablo. Our lesson is about how to say, my head aches, my feet hurt, my back was aching me for a week, it's going to hurt. All different usages with the verb doler, to hurt or to ache. Can you imagine? I did the big board and I made two clusters of different body parts that can be used with these examples here. And the survey says, number one, la cabeza. Me duele la cabeza. And I didn't put cabeza, I had corazón. Me duele el corazón, mi amor, me duele el corazón. But I swapped it out for cabeza. So all you romantics out there, I'm sorry I pulled corazón out, but you can insert it. Okay? All right, let's go. Doler. It's an O to UE stem changing verb in the present tense and in the present subjunctive. Doler, to hurt or to ache. And guess what? It starts off with the pronoun me, te, le, nos, or les. Then we're going to select whichever verb form of doler we're going to use. And then the third and final part would be the part of the body part. Okay? So are you ready to bust some clusters? Let's do some cluster busting right now. Verb number 3 we know is the present tense. Okay, you're going to use either the el, ella, or the ellos, ellas form when you talk about doler, because it agrees just like the verb gustar. It agrees, duele and duelen agrees with what is aching, not the person that's feeling the pain or the ache or the hurt, but it agrees with what is aching, just like the verb gustar agrees with what is being liked, not who does the liking. So duele and duelen is hurts or ache or hurt or ache. Me, te, le, nos, or les. If the subject is like my head hurts, you're going to go with me. If you want to say, does your leg hurt? It's going to be te. Does her arm hurt? It's going to be le for her. Nos. Does our back hurt? Kind of a silly question, but it would be nos and les. Does there something hurt would be les. Step 1 right here. Me, te, le, nos, les. This is the person or people feeling the pain. Feeling the pain. When I got Joe Frazier in the ring and I hit Joe Frazier, le dolía la cabeza. His head was hurting. Love Joe Frazier. Me, te, le, nos, and les. This is the person that's feeling the pain. Okay? The verb doesn't agree with the person. It doesn't agree back to the person. It agrees with what is aching. And what is aching would be our clusters over here. So let's take a look at our clusters. Cabeza is head, pie is foot. Now it's el pie. The plural would be los pies. Ojo is el ojo, eye. Plural would be los ojos. Pierna is leg, so the plural las piernas. Garganta, throat. That's going to stay singular. Pecho, el pecho, chest. That's going to stay singular. La espalda, back. La cara, face. El brazo, arm. That could go plural. Los brazos. Antebrazo is a forearm. That could go plural. Los antebrazos. La muñeca is a wrist. That's also a babe, a good-looking girl, or a doll. La muñeca, wrist. That could go plural. Las muñecas. So that's one cluster. Let's go ride 'em cowboy. Let's go bust a cluster. Cuello is neck. Rodilla, that can go plural. Knee. La rodilla. I know all about the knee, let me tell you. La rodilla. El hombro, shoulder. Hombre is man. Hombro is shoulder. Tobillo, that's your ankle. You got to know that word, tobillo. El dedo is a finger. El dedo. Los dedos, plural. Las nalgas, that's your butt. That's your butt talks right here. Las nalgas. There's a left nalga and a right nalga. We call them las nalgas. A nalgada is a spanking. You get a spanking from your parents. Una nalgada. It's a funny word. People laugh with it all the time. It's not a nasty word. There are some nasty words for that part of the body, but we're not going to teach you those. You're going to have to learn from someone else. las nalgas. El muslo is the thigh. That can go plural, los muslos. El estómago, stomach. La nariz, nose. La quijada, jaw. When I hear Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Floyd Patterson, Sonny Liston, les dolía la quijada. After the fight, their jaw was aching. La quijada, jaw. La oreja is your ear. El oído is ear as well. El codo is elbow. El codo, elbow. Okay, so let's go back here in the present tense. Let's say my head aches. Me duele la cabeza. Mom has a headache, or in English, mom's head aches, or yeah, you'd say le duele la cabeza, or a mamá le duele la cabeza. If you want to say dad's eye aches, a papá le duele el ojo. You don't need the a papá. If you want to clarify the le, you can put the a phrase just like we did with gustar. A mamá le gusta la manzana. Mom likes the apple. Here, dad's back aches. A papá le duele la espalda. Okay, la espalda. Let's go with el pecho. My chest hurts. Me duele el pecho. Her back hurts. Le duele la espalda. My face hurts. Me duele la cara. Literally, it means the face aches me. Let's go with brazo. Does your arm hurt? Te duele el brazo? You just got a shot. Te duele el brazo? Does your forearm hurt? Te duele el antebrazo? La muñeca. His wrists, plural, hurt. That would be le duelen, the N factor, plural. Le duelen las muñecas. Let's go over here. My neck is sore. Yeah, to hurt or to ache or to be sore. Me duele el cuello. Me duele el cuello. My neck is sore. La rodilla. Her knee is sore. Her knee aches. Her knee hurts. Le duele la rodilla. El hombro. The pitcher's shoulder is hurting. Al lanzador le duele el hombro. Le duele el hombro. Rotator cuff. El tobillo. My ankle hurts. Me duele el tobillo. Dedo. My fingers hurt. Me duelen los dedos. Me duelen los dedos. Las nalgas. Me duelen las nalgas. El muslo, thigh. Te duele el muslo? Just got back from a hike. Does your thigh ache? Te duele el muslo? El estómago. The baby has a stomach ache. Al bebé le duele el estómago. Okay? Their stomach hurts. Les duele el estómago. Let's go with quijada. His jaw aches. Le duele la quijada. My elbow hurts. Me duele el codo. Me duele el codo. So let's go with some plural ones. My shoulders are sore. Me duelen los hombros. N factor. My arms ache. Me duelen los brazos. Dad's legs hurt. A papá le duelen las piernas. Okay, let's go into the preterite. Dolió and dolieron. When you go into the past, you've got preterite, for, or imperfect 5. Most of the time, we're going to go with the dolía, dolían, imperfect. Like when I got up this morning, me dolía la espalda. When I got out of bed, my head ached. Me dolía la cabeza. After I sat down for a long time, me dolían las nalgas. My butt was hurting. But dolió and dolieron could be used. You could say like, my feet ached me. My feet hurt for a month. You would say, me dolieron los pies por un mes, when you state a definite amount of time. Me dolieron los pies por un mes. Okay? Did it hurt a lot? Like you got a shot and you say, te dolió mucho? And you say, no, it didn't hurt too much. No me dolió mucho. No dolió mucho. You don't need the me. No dolió mucho. Or no me dolió mucho. It hurt a lot. Dolió mucho. It didn't hurt much. No dolió mucho. Okay? Her, let's go with her ankles were sore for 2 months. Le dolieron los tobillos por 2 meses. Le dolieron los tobillos por 2 meses. Okay, let's come down here. Verb number 5. Just at any given point in time, like whether it was when you got home, when you got up, when you left work, when you sat down in the car, when you went running, at any given point in time in the past, and you want to say something hurt or ached, just go with dolía or dolían. Open-ended. For example, like my eye was hurting. Me dolía el ojo. His leg was hurting. Le dolía la pierna. His chest was hurting. Le dolía el pecho. My arms were hurting. Me dolían los brazos. Dolía, dolían, much more used than dolió and dolieron. We made a case for the preterite, but verb number 5, the floodgates open for this in the past without specifying for how long something ached. You're just saying that something was hurting, and obviously it's at a given point in time that you're making reference to. Let's do some others. Her wrist was hurting. Le dolía la muñeca. Why did someone go see the doctor? Why did someone, ¿por qué alguien fue a ver al doctor? ¿Por qué alguien fue a la clínica médica? ¿Por qué alguien fue al hospital? Why did someone go to the medical clinic or the hospital? Okay, because his chest was hurting. Le dolía el pecho. Her eyes were hurting. Le dolían los ojos. His ankle was hurting. Le dolía el tobillo. That's why he went to see the doctor, because he was in pain. Le dolía el tobillo. My nose was hurting. Me dolía la nariz. His jaw was hurting. Le dolía la quijada. My ears were hurting. Me dolían las orejas. Let's go down to the verb number 30. This is why I love the Spanish piano. This is why I like the piano keys. This is why I love the verb numbering system. It's so easy. We know 0 is an infinitive, and you know 3 is a present tense. So this is a 30. There's your present tense, ba or ban. Doler is your 0. Okay? We've got 30 constructions all over the place in Spanish. It's going to hurt. Va a doler, van a doler. You know, your parents tell you when you're a little kid you're going to get a shot, and you say, it's not going to hurt. No, and you're not stating who. You could just say, no va a doler. Someone's going to go on a hike, or someone's going to be in a Disney parade, and it's the first of the season, and he or she hasn't done it for a long time. You say, your feet are going to be aching. Te van a doler los pies. Your head's going to hurt. You're going to get a headache. Te va a doler la cabeza. You're warning someone. You're going to eat all that Halloween candy and get sick to your stomach. You want to say your stomach's going to ache. Te va a doler el estómago. Right? Someone's in the ring taking a lot of shots, sparring. Woo! His head's going to ache. Le va a doler la cabeza. La cabeza. My legs are going to be sore tomorrow. We say that all the time, right? Something's going to be sore tomorrow. My legs are going to be sore? How would you do that? Me van a doler las piernas mañana. There are only 10 things you can do to a verb. 0, infinitive. 3, present tense. This is present tense with an infinitive. Whoop-de-doo. It's simple, okay? We'd like to give it to you all at once, because you can say all of these in English. Why wait to second year Spanish to get here? Why wait to get here? Why you would never get here maybe, right? In textbooks. Textbooks are like, you got to get to work fast, and it's like walking backwards in the snow with no shoes on. Very slow process. Let's go down here. Están doliendo. This means aching. It's hurting. Like right now you say, ooh, my feet are killing me. Me están doliendo los pies. My head is killing me. Me está doliendo mucho la cabeza. My eyes are hurting. Me están doliendo los ojos. His stomach is aching him. Le está doliendo el estómago. This is progressive. It's happening now. That's why we go está and then the ing. It's happening now. Happening, ing. Look, verb number 31. Easy. It's the present tense of estar, and it's the ing form of doler, doliendo. It's a 31. You see how easy it is? We just can add a 0, we can add a 1, we can add a 2 to what we have. Okay, let's go for some more examples like Dad's ankle is hurting him. A papá le está doliendo el tobillo. Here we go, right in here, right here. How about Mom's elbow? She's a tennis player. But her elbow only aches at 8:50 a.m. and 8:50 p.m. Do you get it? 10 to 9. That's what you call tendinitis. Un chiste, amigos. That's a joke. Did you get it? 10 to 9, tendinitis. Okay, hopefully no one has tendinitis. So, Mom's elbow is aching. A mamá le está doliendo el codo. Okay, what about the ABBA? That's not the Abba Zaba candy bar, and it's not the band. ABBA. You know ABBA is the imperfect ending for AR verbs. If you want to say estaba or go N factor estaban and say it was hurting, you could say it was hurting a lot. Me estaba doliendo mucho. So if you had this estaba, estaban, that would be imperfect, which would be a 5. We'd change this to a 5. And then doliendo is still a 1. If you want to say it like his back was aching. His back was aching. Le estaba doliendo la espalda. If you want to say my leg was aching, me estaba, right here, estaba doliendo la pierna. So to say what's hurting and what's aching, está or están doliendo. But if you want to take that into the past, you could go estaba and estaban. That would make this a 5. This would stay 1. That would be a 51. All right, let's drop down here to a, an, and dolido. Where does a or an come from? Haber. Haber. Where does haber come from? The forest. Where does haber come from? El bosque, the forest. Did you get that? Okay. A, an plus dolido. Has hurt. Has hurt a lot. Has ached. If you want to say like, my knee has hurt for a long time, me ha dolido la rodilla por mucho tiempo. Me ha dolido por mucho tiempo. My feet have hurt for a long time. Me han dolido los pies por mucho tiempo. Now, I didn't have enough room for everything, but if you wanted to go estado plus ing, you could do that. You want to say my knee has been hurting for a while? Me ha estado doliendo la rodilla por mucho tiempo. Okay, this is a 32. 3 because we're using the present tense of haber. And 2 is the past participle, ido, hado, ido. And so those are our clusters in terms of how to use them in the different verb tenses. And of course, here are the different body parts. So let's take a little quick practice. We'll do 1 or 2 of each cluster. His feet are hurting him. Would be le duelen los pies. Okay, my head hurts. Me duele la cabeza. His arms hurt for 2 months. Le dolieron los brazos por 2 meses. We don't use these too much. This is a big one. The imperfect of doler. If you want to say something was aching, like why did you go see the doctor? Why did you go to the hospital? Because my chest was hurting, or my feet were killing me, or my back was aching me. You're going to go with dolia and dolia. So if you want to go into the past tense with doler, you're going to slip right down here to dolia, dolian, almost every time. So if you want to say his back was hurting, le dolía la espalda. My face was hurting, me dolía la cara. If you want to say their fingers were hurting, les dolían los dedos. You're not going to use the nos and the les too much unless let's say there was a gas leak, right? Una fuga de gas. Fuga, F-U-G-A. Una fuga de gas is a gas leak. If you want to say like our throat was hurting, that would be nos dolía la garganta. Let's say gas escaped and you, your family or friends, whomever you were with, inhaled that gas and you say, oof, our throat hurts, nos duele la garganta. Our throat was hurting, nos dolía la garganta. Okay? And their stomach was aching would be les dolía el estómago. Let's say they all ate something and the food had ptomaine poisoning or something, God forbid. Les dolía el estómago. ¿Por qué fueron al hospital? Why did they go to the hospital? Porque les dolía mucho el estómago. Their stomach was really hurting. Down here, it's going to hurt. Te va a doler. Let's say you're going to have a couple of procedures done and you say they're going to hurt. Te van a doler. It's not going to hurt, just simply no va a doler. You don't need to state the person, just generically. No va a doler. Someone's going to do an exercise, first time in a long time, you say, your legs are going to get sore. Te van a doler las piernas. Okay? His arm is going to get sore. Le va a doler el brazo. Isn't Spanish great? Look, you can say all of this now. This is why we've been pushing the verb numbering system to simplify things and organize things and categorize things, right? Just like fruit at the grocery store. You have bins of apples and oranges and bananas and mangoes and papayas and whatever else. The same thing here. But our grocery store only has 10 bins. There are only 10 things you can do to a verb. I don't care where you go. I don't care who's speaking Spanish. Every verb that comes out is going to be either 0 through 9. Bingo, that's it. Done deal. Okay, let's go up here. My eye is hurting. Me está doliendo el ojo. If I want to say my eye was hurting, me estaba doliendo el ojo. If you want to say his back was hurting, le estaba doliendo la espalda. His back is hurting, le está doliendo la espalda. And here, my head has ached for a long time. Me ha dolido la cabeza por mucho tiempo. His knees have hurt for a long time. Le han dolido las rodillas por mucho tiempo. Are we good with doler? To hurt, to ache, to be sore, right? My arm's sore. Me duele el brazo. My legs are sore. Me duelen las piernas. Most of the time we use doler in the present tense. Most of the time we use present tense. Of all the verb tenses out there, it's present tense, right? Present tense, and then we go into the past, and then the future. But we live in the present tense, and most of our conversations are permeated with present tense verbs. Okay, that's all for tonight. Es muy noche para mí, son las 9:30. Estoy cansado, quiero dormir, tengo sueño, tengo hambre. Voy a ver con mi señora esta noche el programa de Lost, L-O-S-T. Perdidos. Es una serie de televisión que es presentada por Netflix. Es una gran serie. Salió en el año 2010 y nos encanta. Estamos en la primera temporada, first season de Lost. Es increíble. Me gusta mucho. Ok, amigos, gracias por escuchar. Gracias por tener ganas. Gracias por aprender. And I'm getting ready. I'm training. I'm working hard. I'm getting ready for my next lesson. Gracias. Hasta luego. Bye.